Fake. Listen, if you fake, you can never have a real conversation. Let me tell you. People can say whatever they want to say. You can talk all day. Have all the answers. But hear what I'm telling you. If you fake, you can never have a real conversation. Hear what I'm telling you. Pay attention to the sounds in a conversation. When a person is communicating with you, listen, hear this and know this. Hear this. They could never, ever be real. They can never say anything real. How can they say it? Can they say it? No. Why? Because they're not real. You're looking, you're waiting, you're listening, you're hoping. You're even praying to God that you hear something that resonates with you. That's rational, that makes sense, that's genuine. But you got it messed up. You know why? Because they just not real. Like you. When you hear somebody say something real, your mind, it picks it up. Because you've chosen, you hear it. It resonates with you, it makes sense. You see, you got some people that's upset to just know somebody could know as much as them or know even more. Or be on the same level. You see, but the key is to build your mind to learn how to work with people. Especially people who resonate with you. Have the same values. You see, the hardest thing to do is to coexist with people who have like the same things. But it's also very easy too once you do it. This is how you build business. Business partners are people who value the things you value, but are in different places than you with different resources. This is how you come up. But you got people that's going to come, they're going to play the game, they're going to have a conversation with you. And you're going to know if they really got your best intentions or not. You got to pay attention to them signs, because the truth is, if they really down for you, trust me, you're going to hear it in the conversation. And you're going to see about what they doing. And you're going to pay attention as things go along, because things can change at any time. But you just always got to keep your eyes on the signs. Your eyes has to be on the signs. And be paying attention, because signs change. When you're driving, this light could turn green and it turns yellow, and you have to know to slow down. Because at the end of the day, God's showing you that yellow sign. God's saying, hold up, slow down, look both ways. You don't know what the intention of this person. This person going to go or stop. You don't know if it's time to let a person off that trip that they might be on with you, or that plan, that business, or whatever it is that may be cooperating to do. But it will be in the conversation. And I'm telling you, it'll be in the conversation, chosen ones. You're going to hear it in their voice. You're going to hear it in the tone of the voice. You're going to hear it. If it's real, you're going to know, because it's going to make sense logically. The conversation. You can tell people actually took the time out to actually put the work in genuinely, and not doing it to prove a point, and not doing it to go against any person, but to recognize that the principle in generalizing to understand is the purpose of this whole entire action. Of understanding the intentions, the motives of the people that you choose to have around you in your business, your career. It starts with what they say. It starts with what they do. Conversation is important, because it takes a lot for somebody to get up and say something. It takes a lot. And it means a lot when a person says something that they wrote down and took time to really put together themselves to say. Because everybody's not always into communication. Some people choose not to communicate because they're satisfied with disagreeing. They're satisfied with war. They're satisfied with competing. They're satisfied with playing devil's advocate. with supporting the agenda of the enemy. It is. We have to stay focused and diligent in this time, chosen ones, because at the end of the day, trust me, conversation is very, very important. Everything that somebody says will tell you who they are. And you got some people who are going to learn from you, chosen ones. They're going to learn because they've never had somebody show them God's laws, God's love. Because God is love. It's not just all rules and laws and all this. Oh, we got to, repent and all this stuff. Yes, we have to put in hard work and change for the better for the Lord and understand why God values his laws and why he's given us this. But you have to understand something too. We're going through these experiences and there's blessings in the process. There's blessings during the lessons. And the blessings increase and the lessons get harder, they get tougher, but we overcome and we learn by the grace of God. That's God's job to give us these lessons based off of the globe that he's allowing us to live in spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Speaking. Currently speaking. It's important to understand what God is trying to do when he allows us to communicate and say things. How you say things could change the whole circumstances in your life. When you put yourself, how you say things, and how you use what you have. You see, the hardest thing to do is to stand up for yourself in the world with people who are constantly trying to change what you stand for or trying to sway you to be a certain kind of person. They're trying to put you into positions where you are reinforced. And this is what the enemy does. The enemy tries to put different people in different environments in the world. Low vibrations, high vibrations, toxic environments. And he puts people into situations that the enemy is working through these toxic situations so that you can pick up bad habits. So you can pick up traits that's not going to get you to elevate so that you can be immune to the negative things that these enemies will say, that the negative intentional people will say when they're around you. The enemy wants you to be comfortable with it and so that you can be familiar with the irrational. The enemy wants you to be familiar with things that's not going to elevate you. Slowly but surely, it's going to hinder you. Slowly but surely, it's a plan, it's a plot from the devil. And the devil wants you to remember and recite bad language, bad communication, negative energy. The devil wants you to have this in your mind so that you can pick it up and make it a part of your character so that you don't work on yourself, so you don't work on your communication, so you don't work on being better as a person, so that you don't step up your game, so that you don't really do something that can really help people in this lifetime while we have the time. Because we're here for a good time, not a long time. When you look back, if you ain't really doing nothing to please God, the one that created us and gave us all our purpose in life, if you really think about it, it's pointless. It's going to get old and, I think it's best we make the best of it. And respect God's laws just as much as we respect a life that we didn't ask for. It's the grace of God. But that's one thing we must do. We must understand the intentions behind the people that we come across based off of the things that they are saying. Because God has a plan. And he is revealing the enemy in this time, in this season, chosen ones. I don't know who needs to hear this message, but I'm able to encourage you. Keep doing what you do. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Because trust me, God is about to open a lot of great doors for you. And it's all going to be trust me, it's going to be when you recognize the differences of who people are in their agenda based over the things that they're saying. And I'm praying for y'all. I pray that God gives you the discernment so that you can be around the people you deserve to be around, with the energy that you deserve to be around. People you can trust, that can trust you, who can have the right conversation with you so y'all can be in the places y'all deserve to be, that God is trying to get you to be. All right?